Good morning, basketball fans. We welcome you to the Kohl's Center. Just an audio test right now, just a test of our audio because we are audio only. Mike Wendland here, and now here's a couple quick words from Cal Jacoby.
This is a mic test. Mic check 1, 2 from the Kohl's Center, Madison, Wisconsin. Check 1, 2. Test in the microphone. Check 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome in to 2024 State Tournament Boys Basketball live audio broadcast on Zaleski Sports as we come to you live from the Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin, home of the Wisconsin Badgers. My name is Cale Jacoby alongside Mike Wendlandt. And Mike, it's been a pretty great long weekend here so far. We're going to have the Columbus Catholic Dons coming in to this game, 27-2, the number 1 overall seed here. We've got the Division 5 semifinal live on Zaleski Sports. The Columbus Catholic Dons, 27-2, number 1 seed here at the state tournament against Solon Springs. The Solon Springs Eagles, they also come in at 27-2. They were first place in the Northern Lights Conference this season. The Dons, of course, first place in the Clover Belt East Conference here this season. And Mike, we should be in for a good one here in this one. We've already seen some good games here this weekend, but what are your thoughts on this matchup? We've got Solon Springs Eagles. We know the player to keep an eye on there, the 29-point per game scorer Isaiah Castern.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look at these two teams, and you look at Division 5 as a whole, I've been doing the rankings all year long and all the stuff, and when I reseeded D5, the 4 teams, all 4 are 27 wins. 3 of them are 27-2. Allen Banker's 27-1 because they had a bye. So all these teams are really, really close, really evenly matched. And you talk about Isaiah Castern. He is going to be the key player. We see him warming up in front of us down at half court, and he is a legitimate 6'5". He's a big guy. Everything I've heard about him and from what I've seen from the clips I've watched of him, he is a beast. And it's going to be up to that Columbus back line to try, or that front line, I should say, to try and box him out effectively. Because if he gets second chances, that's going to be a problem. But if they hold him to one and done and get those early rebounds, that's going to allow the Dons to get out in space, get those shooters down the floor, and maybe have a little bit easier of a time.
Yeah, and it should be a good one here tonight. We're going to talk a little bit more about it. But first, we're going to show you a clip of Coach Konechny. Jason Zaleski and Dan Ross sat down and talked with Coach Konechny here at the Kohl Center yesterday on the Zaleski Sports Show. Let's take a look and see what Coach Konechny had to say. And I think we got a little bit of the Columbus Dons pep rally as well. We'll be back from the Kohl Center. But Coach Konechny live on Zaleski Sports.
Coach, what have you learned about your opponents? When you go to sleep tonight, what are tonight's dreams about come tomorrow morning?
Well, they're very good. I think the whole Division 5 field has 27 wins. They have a kid in the middle named Isaiah Castern, who's probably one of the better athletes in this tournament. And they got some really good guards around him. Dylan Taggart, number 2, is really talented. So we have our work cut out for us from an athleticism standpoint for sure. Really going to have to get back in transition and try to do something with him around the basket because he's an absolute force.
You see that in a sectional final, and then when you're fortunate enough, as you and your team have been, to make it to the state tournament, you're playing teams that you don't see all year round. What's the work of the coaching staff to get caught up and get familiar with those teams?
Well, I think our assistant coaches did a really good job of collecting as much film as possible ahead of time. You do have 4 days to get ready for this opponent, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we were able to get most of their games on film. And then you talk to other coaches, try to get some advice. I talked to Coach Weinfurter because they played marathon so tough. Well, he had to stop somebody in the paint too. So, what'd you do that you found effective? And you just try to find a way to put your players in the best position to have some type of success. So that's what we've done all week. I think we're going to play really hard. Our boys are really excited to be here. They were down 7 sectional semis with 7 minutes left. Tie game, 3 minutes left on Saturday. So I think there's a sense of, we've kind of stared the end in the face and survived it. Playing with house money a little bit, after those situations. So I think we're loose and I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, a nice win against Castern. I know both Dan and I got a chance to watch that game after we were through calling our own. Dan, you've talked about this before. Dan Ross helped coach Newman Cardinals girls basketball in state tournament games. The college length floor is something, Dan, you've talked about, and how to prepare a team for that. Has there been any consideration for your boys on the college length floor?
Yeah, we discussed it. We played down in Concordia for the yearbook. So we had a sense of that. The problems we had was we're shooting college threes instead of high school threes because you see the line. I think the spacing aspect will help us with our size compared to their size. And the extra feet are in the middle of the floor. So just from where you're going to start your defense, I think we had those conversations. So I think it's not something that's going to affect the outcome. If anything, with our speed and our spacing, I'm hoping that if it is a factor, it'll be in our favor.
Visiting with Columbus Catholic Dons boys basketball coach Joe Konieczny. Dan, you've watched these guys all year round. What have you seen?
Yeah, I think senior-laden team, right? Seniors die really hard, like you said, really up against it the last 2 games. My first question for you is, how do you prepare the guys to play at 9:05 a.m. when that's not something that they usually do?
We did it most of the week. The last few days practice has been at 8 o'clock yesterday. Today we went at 9 o'clock down here in Stoughton. We've been getting them up at 6:30 for breakfast. We had team breakfast 2 or 3 days this week at local businesses that were very kind to us. So we're just trying to get them used to that this week. The Concordia tournament was experience of that. We played at 10:30 one day and 9 the next. So we have been through it before. And then if there's concern, I think you tell your players, it's the same for both teams. They had a 5 or 6 hour drive. They got to play at 9 tomorrow too. So I'm hoping that's not a factor either.
Yeah. Were you able to get into UW Marshfield there in town?
We did not. We did not this year. We reached out. I believe they had some people on vacation, but no, we practiced at Columbus on Monday and Tuesday, and then we got down here yesterday, and we're here yesterday and today. So we're ready.
Awesome.
Coach, at the state level, you've been to a lot of these state tournaments, whether in them or spectating. Same for me. Seems to me the difference maker is the teams that are happy to have made state leave early, and the teams that have other goals beyond that seem to be the ones that stick. Where do you think your team is?
I'm hoping we're in the second group. We got down here in 17 and 19. I think a lot of the players we have that are seniors were there as 7th graders watching that. We talked a lot about it, about if you're going to be caught up in looking at the program or the atmosphere, well, then you're going to be sitting there after the game upset that you could have taken it a step further. I'm hoping that we're in that second group. I think our seniors are definitely in that second group. Some of the young guys you shoot up for the experience, they're probably looking around wide-eyed, but the 7 or 8 that are going to have to go out there and compete, I don't think that they're really caught up in any of the excitement, which I like.
Of course, you've got 2 sons that'll be on the floor tomorrow. I talked to Emmett yesterday about this, that the last time they were here, they were kind of ball boys for those teams. What do you think, as you remember back to them, traveling with your team during those early years, how do you think that has made them into the ball players they are today?
I think they grew up around it. They have a genuine passion for it just because of the age they were at when they were exposed to it. If they wanted to see Dad a lot growing up in the summer, they had to come to a gym. I think the players we had in the past were very good to them as far as setting an example and kind of taking them under their wing. 3 of our assistant coaches were those guys. Ryan Deringer was down here in 17. Mandel was down here in 17, 19. Fleischman's known Emmett his whole life and Mac his whole life. So it's really special to come down here as a family every year for 20 years, and now you're going to be in the tournament on the floor. So, but we're trying to get past that as well and just treat it like a basketball game. I think when it comes down to it tomorrow, it's going to be what happens inside those 4 lines, and the rest of the stuff goes out the window quick. So we've tried to kind of put it behind us early in the week.
Welcome back, everybody. Live from the Kohl Center. It's Division 5 State Boys Basketball Tournament. Live on Zaleski Sports, audio-only broadcast. The Columbus Catholic Dons and the Solon Springs Eagles here tonight. We've got about a minute left until we get into starting lineups here tonight. But, Mike, you and I were watching both teams warm up out here. I thought it was a good time to look at how these 2 teams got here, starting with the top overall seed, Columbus. Again, they had an extremely tough sectional coming into this one. If you look at our rankings, it was mathematically the toughest sectional according to the kind of the seeding system. And obviously, Mike's the guy I've been talking all year about the ranking system, and Mike Wenlett, the guy that puts in the man hours. That's who's sitting next to me here today doing the color commentating. But the sectional for Columbus, and their regional is Cooley Christian Providence Academy. They got a big win there. Then Loyal, a conference opponent, 66-48. Alma Center Lincoln, they beat 69-34. Then Royal, 57-44 in a classic matchup there. And then Caston in an offensive shootout in a sectional final, 80-77 for Solon Springs. Their playoff path started with Prairie Farm, a big win there. And then Bruce with a 76-42 win over Bruce. They beat Luck 82-40. They beat Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran 67-49. And then they beat Owen Withy in a sectional final, a fellow Clover Belt East team, 59-41 coming into this matchup. We know what the Dons have been throughout this season. They can shoot the ball. They've been scoring at the rim incredibly well to end the season. Now we're going to have your national anthem here on Zaleski Sports.
And played by the Columbus Band.
All right, that was your national anthem, brilliantly played by the Columbus Catholic Band, their pep band here.
There haven't been many bands that have shown up so far in this tournament. We had a couple yesterday only.
Yeah, I remember one. Was there two? Did we get two
I think
yesterday?
I think the Aquinas Mineral Point game had.
Okay.
But in the games we were at, there's only one.
Yeah, the entire Columbus Band having to get up early this morning, probably to get.
They probably maybe drove down last night, but yeah, that's something else.
Columbus,
dedication.
Yeah, Columbus with one of the better bands. I mean, I've been at the Columbus games this year, but they've got a good band over there at Columbus Catholic. I know Mike's
and it helps the atmosphere a lot to have a top tier band. It just helps the energy in the gyms.
It does. And just about ready to get into starting lineups here.
And I guess I gotta say quickly, also a really, really good crowd that's here for a 9 o'clock game. It's really it's beautiful.
And Columbus, they're going to be wearing their home white uniforms here as the lower letter in the alphabet here in this one, their home white uniforms. And Mike, you want to go Solon Springs, they're wearing their maroon, red, and white pinstriped uniforms. Mike, you want to go through their roster and starting lineup here tonight?
Absolutely. For Coach Marcus Bessonen and the Solon Springs Eagles, like you said, in their maroon jerseys, white numbers and letters, Solon Springs in block letters across the front with white stripes on the shoulders. Starting at guard, a 5'9" senior, wearing number 2, Dylan Taggart. At guard, a 6' senior, number 3, Owen Smith. At forward, a 6'1" senior, number 13, Caden Corlitz. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 21, Abraham Alberg. And in the middle, at forward, a 6'5" senior, their leading scorer, leading rebounder, and leading pretty much everything, number 50, Isaiah Castern. Again, Taggart, Smith, Corlett, Alberg, and Castern for the Eagles of Solon Springs.
Now it's time for the starting lineups for the Columbus Catholic Dons here tonight. Not going to be many surprises here in the Columbus starting lineup if you're a Columbus fan out there tuning in. Thanks everybody for joining us. But for Columbus, the all-senior starting lineup. Starting at guard, it's the 6'1" senior, Emmett Konechny. Also starting the senior, the 6'2" forward, Lucas Kreklow. Charlie Moore, the 6'1" senior in the starting lineup for the Dons. Also starting the 5'9" senior, number 13, Blake Jacoby. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Dons here tonight, or this morning, I should say, is the 6'2" senior, number 25, Cy Becker. And again, Mike, as we talk about with Columbus a lot, and I've talked about a lot this season in the past, the thing that's giving them some trouble is size, but they've gone through size, at least in one against one opponent here, against Royal, with probably more brute size overall. A couple of those big 6'7", 6'5" guys, maybe even more than Solon Springs, but Solon Springs maybe the best big Columbus is going to play this season.
Absolutely, and Isaiah Castern is, we always say he's a special player. 743 points this year, 29 a game, 10 rebounds. But he is one of only 2 guys who averages double figures. Columbus is much more balanced with their offense. They're going to be much more deliberate with some of their offense. As look at our Tim Haldeman, Rich Fraunheiser, and Derek Prohaska, our officials today. It'll be left to right for Solon Springs, right to left for Columbus Catholic, from where we're sitting up in section 208.
Yes, as you said, Columbus going from right to left. Solon Springs left to right. We are just about set to tip off.
Looks like Krecklow will jump against
Krecklow and Castern out there to jump. The 6'5" senior tapped away. Krecklow nearly came up with it, but Solon Springs.
I think it hit the official.
It may have. Solon Springs with the basketball, swinging it into the corner here. Here's a corner three. It is up and short. The three, no good that time from Caden Carlett, and it's the Dons back the other way, pushing the pace.
Yeah, it was a wide open look, but he just left it short.
Cy
Usually they're going to miss long with those. You're amped up early you're at a state game for the Eagles, their first ever trip.
First ever trip, the Dons' first trip since 2019. Emmett Konechny left wing into the corner for Charlie Moore. A lot of these guys were ball boys on that team, or they were traveling around. Mac and Emmett traveling around with Coach Konechny. Lucas Krecklow up top, swings it over to Emmett, right wing. Thought about the three. Good man-to-man defense.
Good early ball movement. And I'm trying to see who catchers matching up. Now he's with Krecklow.
Jacoby inside. Short corner for Krecklow. Back outside to Charlie Moore. Moore up top to Becker. Well-defended possession here by Solon Springs. Don's doing a good job staying patient.
And nothing's gotten to the paint yet.
Konechny, mid-range jump shot, no good. Krecklow, the offensive rebound, though. Here's the three. Cy Becker from downtown.
Cy Becker, a huge shot to get things going. Again, Columbus Catholic, the only team with state experience in the Division V field that is, as a program, has made it to this level at this point. The other three teams making their first trip.
As a program, but of course none of the players have been here, have played here. Here's the mid-range jumper, Castor, and the tough turnaround shot.
We were watching him during pregame, and he has got a silky smooth jumper for a guy his size.
He does. For a 6'5" guy, he really does shoot that ball well. Cy Becker up top to Charlie Moore. And again, Cy Becker can be forgotten about as a three-point shooter on this team, but if you're a Dons fan, you know that he can nail open looks. Krecklow, the mid-range jumper is good.
18-footer from Lucas Krecklow. That's the big thing, because if he can hit that, that's going to bring Castron out of the paint.
And those are shots he was hitting like crazy against Royal in the sectional semifinal. A lot of those big three-point shots and mid-range shots for Krecklow. Here's nearly Krecklow tried to draw a charge. Top of the key three from Solon Springs. No good. Castor in the offensive rebound. Charlie Moore actually picks it up. Dylan Taggart missed that top of the key three. Konechny ahead to Jacoby. Out of bounds. Turnover Columbus. Konechny just led Jacoby a little bit too far that time.
I don't know who it was on the rebound on the missed shot for the Dons, but Castron had it. But I think it might have been Becker who poked it away that let Charlie Moore pick it up.
Castron had it. I think you're right. It was Becker that poked it away. Charlie Moore wound up with it. Back the other way comes Solon Springs, the Eagles. Dylan Taggart up top. Abraham Alberg. Alberg, right wing three. That one's good. Rattles home from Caden Carlett. We're tied up at 5-5.
Carlett only took 66 threes this year. He's already taken 2 in this one. Buries one early.
Konechny, the pick and roll to Krecklow. Krecklow outside. Charlie Moore thought about the three. Back up top. Cy Becker. Can he get another one to go? Yes. Cy Becker with a couple of threes early on for the Dons. 8-5 Columbus.
I always wonder who's going to be in the press conference after the game. Early running, Cy Becker.
Cy Becker's in the running right now. Dylan Taggart up top. Swings it over now into the corner. Thought about the three. Back up top to Taggart. Taggart attacks. Now hands off as Carlett thought about the three. Carlett back out to Taggart. Taggart into the post. Blake Jacoby steals it away.
Don's in that familiar 2-3.
Yep. And we didn't talk about it to start, but again, that was something to watch coming into this game. How would they look to defend that big? And a lot of times it is. They start in that 2-3. And I wouldn't be shocked to see them switch to man at some point. They usually do, but maybe against Castron they don't. Charlie Moore, the steps remove. He's fouled hard.
He got held by, I think, looked like Alberg.
I think you're right.
Grabbed his left arm and just kind of pulled.
Abraham Alberg, his first personal team first foul of the game. Charlie Moore, his arm just got tangled up, and now we got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. The Columbus Dons lead the Solon Springs Eagles 8-5. Back from the Kohl Center after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout Central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Columbus Dons inbound. We're back live from the Kohl Center. Emma Konechny attacks, finds Kreklow inside. 2-point shot good from Lucas Kreklow.
Great play out of the media timeout. And that's going to be another thing for a lot of these teams to adjust to that media timeout is Corlett.
Corner three, no good from Carlett.
Yeah, Corlett with a three triple attempts now. Very planned. That's how you should get out of a 2-3 zone. You shoot your way out of it.
Yeah, and he's trying. He's 1 for 3 from out there right now. Cy Becker in the corner. He's looking to go baseline. He's got a lane. Tough finish. Up and no good as Becker falls to the floor. Becker aggressive early on. He's 2 for 3 from the field. 6 points. Leads all scores. Solon Springs the other way. Owen Smith into the post. That one poked away by Blake Jacoby, but Solon Springs sticks with it. Dylan Taggart inside. Stolen away by Cy Becker. Second turnover for Solon Springs. Emma Konechny the other way. Jacoby thought about the three. Goes baseline. Tough finish. Blocked out of bounds. Stays with the Dons.
Blake Jacoby, a ferocious finisher at the rim. He's a guy who's tough as it gets, but he's not going to probably finish too much through Castern.
Yes, Castern's going to be tough, but as you mentioned, Jacoby, even though he's not the tallest, we've seen, especially throughout this playoff run, just a tough finisher. Charlie Moore inside. Kicks outside for Becker. Thought about it. Back into the corner. Emma Konechny. Konechny really led this Dons team late in that sectional final win over Castern. Kreklow, the wide open lane to the basket for 2. And Lucas Kreklow now is 6 points.
Set up with the ball movement going corner to wing. Castern swung out, and it was a wide open lane.
Baseline drive. Caden Corlett.
Pretty much the same play, just that time we went baseline for Solon Springs.
And a good counter there from Carlett. Fake the three as he's taken so many and just go baseline. 12-7 your score. Kreklow in the corner. Goes up top to Charlie Moore. Swings it over to Emma Konechny now. Konechny right wing to Becker. Becker looking for the ball screen from Kreklow. He's got it. Now Jacoby. Jacoby up top. Sizes up his defender. Attacks. Into the post now. Into the corner for Moore. Pretty good defensive possession here from the Eagles. Konechny, he tries the catch and shoot three. No good. Solon Springs the other way. They're going to push. 2 on 3. Castern inside. Rejected by Cy Becker.
Have yourself a morning, Mr. Becker.
Cy Becker.
He met Castern at the rim. Granted, Castern was also protected a little bit. I tried to do the reverse, but what a play by Cy Becker.
Cy Becker rejects the 6'5 Castern. Not easy to do.
Well, Castern in the picture that's in our media guide had his beard, but he shaved for this, so maybe he lost the power. The power of the facial hair.
Oh, my goodness, Mike. Lucas Kreklow up top. Kreklow and Cy Becker have all 12 of the Dons' points in this game. Emma Konechny goes baseline inside to Becker. Pump fake rejected, but a foul. Cy Becker is going to head to your Serve Pro, Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel over at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
The Dons and an amazing free throw shooting team, 74% as a team. That's outstanding.
Cy Becker short on the first.
He's 77% as Matt Konechny checks in.
And we talked about the Dons' balance coming into this game. Maybe nothing illustrates that more than your 3 leading scorers have 0 points, but your next 2 have 12 combined to lead you early on in Kreklow and Cy Becker. And Becker goes 1 for 2 from the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. He's got 7.
And Kreklow out of the game right now. Matt Konechny in for him.
Cy Becker, has 7 points. Dylan Taggart brings it up. Solon Springs the other way. Down by 6 here. That goes out of bounds. Stays with Solon Springs.
Yeah, Charlie Moore got a piece of that one. Dylan Taggart got to keep an eye on. He's their leading assist man. 212 assists in 27 games.
Not too shabby. There's Owen Smith in the left wing. Here's a corner 3 from Taggart. No good. Matt Konechny, the sophomore, on the rebound.
Immediate short corner inbounds play that every team has.
Jacoby ahead to Becker. Becker into the corner. Matt Konechny, wide open 3. It's short. Back the other way come the Eagles. And again, we talked about it, Mike. If the Dons get a win here, they have a chance at playing 3 straight Eagles in the postseason.
Yeah.
If Almond Bancroft advances in our next game. Left wing here, that's Taggart again, and he nails it. Dylan Taggart from downtown, and it's 13-10. Columbus with the lead.
Taggart, their leading three-point shooter.
I don't know what happened there, but Blake Jacoby was on the floor, so Coach Konechny calls timeout. We will take a timeout break as well. We'll take a break. Back live from Madison, Wisconsin. 2024 state tournament back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back, everybody. It's 13-10. The Columbus Catholic Dons lead the Solon Springs Eagles here in this Division 5 state tournament state tournament semifinal. There's the words I'm looking for. Blake Jacoby up top, man-to-man defense from the Eagles. Swings it over to Charlie Moore. Moore in the corner to Jacoby. He thought about the three. Jacoby has not attempted a shot yet. Konechny right wing, back up top to Jacoby. Jacoby attacks the basket. Back out to Konechny. He tries the three, and Konechny no good off front rim.
Yeah, he hasn't attempted Jacoby, and I don't think Charlie Moore's attempted a shot either.
Correct.
Two guys who really like to shoot.
Castor and the trailing three, no good.
Yeah, you stepped into one as a line drive.
Don's pushing the other way. Jacoby in the corner to Matt Konechny. Now Charlie Moore gets a good look from three. It's short. Charlie Moore from the right wing, no good. He had those 2 huge threes against Cashton to give them that win.
And we ended up becoming our 3-C winner.
Yes.
With that second one that he hit.
Here's another three from Solon Springs. It's short.
Yeah, Corlett.
Caden Corlett.
Not afraid. Good leak out by Matt Konechny.
Oh, missed the layup. Matt Konechny, he leaked out well, but he just blank missed that layup.
I think he heard some footsteps from a guy wearing number 50 chasing him down.
Yeah, he might have, and as Solon Springs to the ball, mid-range jump shot up and good from Owen Smith, and these Eagles have cut it down to a 1-point game now.
And we talked pregame that they only have 2 guys averaging double figures for the Eagles. They have 2 guys averaging also 9.
Yes.
So they're close to 4 guys.
Emmett Konechny attacks the basket. That's a tough shot, but he's fouled, and Emmett Konechny going to the line.
Took a little bit of a shoulder-to-shoulder hit from Owen Smith.
Emmett Konechny heads to your Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. Emmett Konechny to the line. Nails the first.
For Emmett, he is the worst free throw shooter of the starters at 69%.
That's still not too bad.
Which, again, says a lot.
Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Get the tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. Emmett Konechny goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line there. We got a media timeout. We'll take another break and be back. It's 15-12 Columbus. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
The Kubota RTV X1100 versatile utility vehicle comes with factory-installed features: cab, heat and air, power steering, and heavy-duty hydrostatic transmission. Get the RTV X1100 for $0 down and 0% APR for 36 months, now through March 31st, 2024. Go to Kubota USA for a complete disclaimer. Test drive the Kubota RTV X1100 at Chili Implement in Chili, 10 miles west of Marshfield and south on Y.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Sports Scene. Sports Scene in Marshfield is your official fanwear store for player jerseys, hats, autographed memorabilia, and more. Sports Scene up the stairs from World Buffet in the Marshfield Mall. And Mike, we talked about Columbus being balanced before this game, and again, it's kind of been the story of their entire season, and they've talked about it a lot in interviews I've kind of conducted with them. Again, a game where their 3 leading scorers have put up 2 points combined. Doesn't matter because Cy Becker and Lucas Kreklow have got 13 combined.
Absolutely, and Charlie Moore off the floor now as Kreklow back on the floor.
And Solon Springs basketball here.
They've also made a sub. They have brought in Tarver Selwood.
Tarver Selwood into the game.
A 6-foot senior.
Top Dylan Taggart for 3. He nails it. And now the Eagles getting it going from three-point range. Dylan Taggart with 2 threes now, and we're tied up at 15s.
As a team, 32% are the Eagles. They usually like to play inside out.
Becker hands off to Konechny up top. Konechny the jab, drives inside, backs in, outside to Jacoby. See if Jacoby tries to bully his way to the basket, and he tries to here, but looking for someone to get it to. Lost his dribble and gets it up top to Kreklo. Back to Konechny now.
Good help defense from Selwood. Otherwise, Blake would have had a spin back to the baseline. He had an open layup.
Yes, he would have, and Konechny up top. Maybe Solon Springs watching film there. Jacoby likes to do that, and Konechny lost it out of bounds. Turnover Columbus.
Good, and also great defense that time. Owen Smith just staying hip to hip.
It's been pretty solid man-to-man defense from the Eagles so far. It's just been a couple of those Cy Becker threes, and Kreklo getting some looks on the inside.
And coming into the tournament, Division 5 was the closest field as far as how we had things lined up for seeding and records, and it was razor thin.
Castern inside. The turnaround jump shot is good. Isaiah Castern, and the first lead of the game for Solon Springs. Emmett Konechny.
And 1 quarter through, and the Eagles finally get an advantage.
Yeah, I think the first time or second time they probably used that height advantage. Blake Jacoby left wing, looking to go baseline. Stopped again. Konechny in the corner. Konechny tries the three. That's too strong. Battle for the rebound. Castern with it.
That time he's able to get the position on Kreklo.
Eagles back the other way. Dylan Taggart right wing. Don's going to have to start looking at Taggart. Here's he's starting to feel it from downtown. Blake Jacoby defending him. Looks like Columbus has switched to a man-to-man here. Cy Becker is defending Isaiah Castern.
Yep.
Konechny. Short corner here. It's Tarver Selwood. Selwood back up top to Taggart. These Eagles taking their time this possession.
Now that it's man-to-man, they got to adjust their offense a little bit and see how that might be an advantage though for Castern.
And they're double-teaming Castern here. He lost the ball. Up top, Taggart, another open three, and he nails it. Dylan Taggart is on fire now here in this first half. He's got 9 points. It's 20-15 Solon Springs.
Yeah, 3 of 5 from deep is Taggart.
Emmett Konechny takes the ball screen. He tries another three, and he nails it. Big shot from Emmett Konechny.
Yeah, he had been 0 for 4 from the field.
Konechny usually doesn't let misses stop him from shooting. And again, like a lot of these down shooters, Blake Jacoby, Charlie Moore. Inside here, Castern. Outside, can Taggart get another one? Yes, he can. Dylan Taggart has hit 4 straight threes.
Yeah, the close out there just wasn't quick enough, and Jacoby just didn't get his hand up.
Yeah, and they're with the Dons doubling on Castern inside. It's going to open it up for these shooters for Solon Springs on the outside.
You got to decide which defender's going to help off, and you can't be the one guarding Taggart.
Looks like Taggart's the guy you don't want to help off of. Matt Konechny, right wing. Takes the ball screen from Kreklo. Back outside Becker. He thought about the three. Holds it. Swings it over to Kreklo. Back to Jacoby, right wing. Jacoby going to attack the basket here. Tough. Floater is good. Jacoby.
His second shot attempt.
And first make. Tough finish there by Jacoby. 23-20 Solon Springs. Taggart up top. Swings it over into the left wing for Tarver Selwood. Back to Taggart. Taggart inside. Castern. Here's a right wing three. No. Pump fake. Attacking the basket. Tough finish rejected by Kreklo.
So he got the body.
A foul
looked like
on the body.
Looked like up top he got him clean, but then the official says he kind of pushed when he went up.
Yep, I think so.
He leaned into it.
Caden Corlett heading to the free throw line for 2. He's got 5 points early on.
He is not taking many free throws this year. 69%. He's 9 of 13. Now 10 of 14.
Yeah, he makes the first.
And that'll bring Charlie Moore back on the first. So starting 5 for the Dons.
And I don't know if I would be a little bit surprised to see the Dons go deeper than 6. In this one, Sam Dooms might come out there and give him some defense, but I think we're going to see Matt Konechny, the only guy off the bench. Missed free throw there from Caden Corlett. Charlie Moore brings it up the other way. Again, Matt comes in and gives that defensive firepower on the wing for him.
And next year he's going to have to be the man.
He will. Emmett Konechny up top. Into the corner for Cy Becker. Attacking the basket. Mid-range jump shot. Cy Becker. It's good. He's got 9 points. Leads all Columbus scorers. And the leading scorer in the game brings it up here. Dylan Taggart. Taggart into the corner for Tarver Selwood.
They back into their zone.
Taggart outside, and that one no good. That one was way short.
Just glanced off the right side of the rim.
That one I almost couldn't tell if it was just so good that it went in without me noticing.
Yeah,
but no, it was short. Timeout on the floor, 24-22, Solon Springs over Columbus Catholic. We'll take a break. Back after this from the Kohl Center on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Columbus Catholic basketball here. Got Alberg in for Corlett for the Eagles. Columbus ball down by 2. Blake Jacoby brings it up. He swings it over to Emmett Konechny. Takes the ball screen. Kreklo open on the roll. Pump fake, tough shot, has it blocked.
Alberg back in the game, got the block as Kreklo pump fake, trying to get Castern by him, who had collapsed really well after chasing that first pick.
I think Kreklo would have been better off just going straight up with that right away.
Correct.
But hindsight, easy to say in hindsight. Pass inside. Cy Becker pokes it away in the short corner now. I think they're trying to get into Castern here, but tough shot rejected by Lucas Kreklo, his second block of the game.
He gets blocked on one end. He does the blocking on the other.
Abraham Alberg with the shot. Emmett Konechny attacks now, spins, lost the ball, has it stolen away. Back the other way come the Eagles. They've got a good break opportunity here. Layup up and no good. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound from Isaiah Castern on the miss from Selwood. Here's the right wing three. Taggart, no good.
Cy Becker,
the rebound.
Cy Becker just got lucky. He went back inside to
another steal.
He went back inside to cover the paint, and then he left Taggart wide open.
Solon Springs just came up with another steal as they stole it away from Charlie Moore in transition. The Dons were trying to push quickly and maybe a little too quickly as Taggart attacks off the ball screen. Backdoor pass, nice find, finish is good from Owen Smith. He's got 4 points.
The fourth turnover leads to 2 for the Eagles. We're under 4.
Emmett Konechny
in this first.
Yeah, the Eagles have 2 turnovers to the Dons 4. Blake Jacoby in the corner. Charlie Moore had an open look for 3, and he lost it out of bounds on the drive. 5 turnovers for Columbus. That very uncharacteristic, I think, to see Charlie pass up a wide open 3 opportunity.
Well, he said in our 3 to C interview his favorite food is chimichangas. Maybe had a little bit too much of the taco sauce.
Owen Smith, left wing. Yeah, that time Charlie Moore, he just lost it off his fingertips on the drive. Castern in the post, Cy Becker defending. Castern back into the corner. The Dons clearly not wanting Castern to get any good looks. Shot no good there. Castern the offensive rebound. The power dribble goes back up. He's fouled. 2 free throws coming up for
And
Isaiah
if that's
Castern.
Kreklo, that's his second. And it will be.
Yeah, Kreklo's second personal. So keep an eye on that. 3.5 minutes left in this first half.
And that's what you're worried about if you're a Don, if you're Coach Konechny, is those second chance points for Castern.
Yes.
He comes in as a 66% free throw shooter.
He's got a good stroke, and he nails the first free throw.
He's had a quiet half. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, compared to what he had been doing.
Matt Konechny will check in for Lucas Kreklo.
Yeah, he's going to have to sit probably the rest of the half. You don't want to take a chance of a player as aggressive and as physical as Lucas Kreklo getting maybe that third foul.
Yeah, you have the hope and the expectation as the second free throw no good from Castern that your other guys are going to be able to keep this game close while he's out.
Oh, absolutely.
Save him for that second half.
It's only a 5-point game. This game's going to be down to the wire.
Up top, Emmett Konechny. High post, Cy Becker. Mid-range jumper is good. Cy Becker having a huge game here at the Kohl Center.
I'm getting some flashbacks. Last year we were here for Newman, and Connor Kroc had a game where he just kind of, all those mid-range shots were falling. It didn't matter where how square up he was. And Becker's kind of having that type of game right now.
Isaiah Castern out to Owen Smith. Left wing 3. Taggart, can he get his 5th? No, it's short. Castern the offensive rebound. And the putback is good. Isaiah Castern for 2, and he's starting to make his impact felt on the offensive glass. Matt Konechny, the pump fake. The layup is good. Great move by Matt Konechny.
You can tell Castro just a great athlete. He's got springs in his feet.
Yes.
But he has a tendency to jump early. And then he gets a couple times he's got a blow by.
Top of the key three. It's short. Offensive rebound again. This time Tarver Selwood as Owen Smith misses the three. Inside pass here. Selwood finishes at the rim. Caden Corlett for two.
Yeah, Corlett's up to 8. That was the 4th offensive rebound.
Emmett Konechny brings it up the other way. The Dons down by 5. The screen from Becker. Swings it over to Jacoby, who's taken just 2 shots so far. It's been mostly Cy Becker here in this first half on fire. Emmett Konechny up top. Cy Becker tries another 3, and he nails it. Oh, my goodness. Cy Becker having the game of the season in the state tournament.
Game of his life. He is.
I mean, he has been a good scoring option for Columbus this year, but this is something different. He's on a tear in this first half.
Absolutely. Solon Springs got to call the fire.
Away.
It was foul reach over the top.
They got Cy Becker on the reach there.
It might have been, this side. I don't know if it was going to be him or Emmett.
They got Cy, I think, on the inbound. They're trying to get in the inbound to Castern that time. And now we got another timeout on the floor. We're going to take another quick break. Be back. A great Division V semifinal here on a Friday. We'll take a break. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken, and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Cy Becker Show for the Columbus Dons here in this first half, 31-29. The Maple Dude Pure Maple Syrup. We'll get to the Maple Dude in just a moment. We'll hear from our friends over at the Maple Dude Pure Maple Syrup. But Solon Springs basketball here. Dylan Taggart up top. Cy Becker has 14 to the Dons' 29 points. Inside, Isaiah Castern into the corner now. The 3, no. Corlett's not going to take it. Swings it left wing here for Tarver Selwood. Back up top to Dylan Taggart.
We've seen that a couple of times in this game.
Corlett, no good on the 3.
We saw it yesterday as well a lot, where guys maybe aren't used to the baseline being deeper than maybe they think.
Yep.
Castro was way under, and he had no chance at a bucket that possession for Solon Springs.
Don's ball the other way. Matt Konechny, Cy Becker, another open 3. His first missed 3 of the game.
And it wasn't quite a heat check 3, but it was close.
Open. That was an open look.
But he wasn't quite square. It was the curl cut 3.
A little bit inside here. Tough shot is up and good from Tarver Selwood.
Selwood, who averages 5 a game.
Charlie Moore back the other way for the Dons. Moore yet to score here tonight. Into the corner now, Cy Becker. Becker up top to Blake Jacoby. Swings it over. Emmett Konechny left wing. Konechny up top to Mack. Mack swings it over to Cy. Cy tries another 3. He nails it. Oh, my Lord. Cy Becker with 17 first half points.
We were talking last night, and I asked you who was going to lead the Dons in scoring in this game. And you said, you didn't say Cy was going to, but you said to keep an eye on him.
5 seconds remaining here. Solon Springs, tough shot, a foul, counted and 1.
Oh my goodness.
I think that was the toughest make we've seen all weekend.
That was one of them. We saw one in the St. Thomas More and Prescott game. A guy had to finish kind of like that, but he didn't get the foul.
Wow, I mean, Dylan Taggart, that was
stellar.
Oh my goodness, Dylan Taggart with a tough finish. And he goes to the line for one more. There's 1.6 seconds left on the first half clock. He gets the free throw to go. Columbus, Emmett will have a last-second heave at the rim, and oh my!
It was on line, just a bit too strong. It was close.
What a first half we had there in the first half, Mike. 36-32, Solon Springs over Columbus. We'll take a break. be back to break down this first half of action for you live from the Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin after this on Zaleski Sports.
2023 was a year of change, innovation, building something new, and teamwork. The H&S legacy is evolving, and we're carrying it forward, designing equipment that helps farmers get the job done, looking ahead to the future of farming while staying true to the values that have brought us this far and made us who we are today. H&S, strong heritage, strong people, stronger future.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
The Maple Dude, pure maple syrup since 1858. Look for the Maple Dude brand where you shop for groceries. Find them at themapledude.com or visit the Maple Dude World Headquarters on Highway 10, Granton. As the Maple Dude says, keep it real. And Art's Body Shop, quality auto body and framework since 1952. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Art's Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. And, Mike, we've got a 36-32 Solon Springs over Columbus score, but for the Columbus Dons, the story of that first half was Cy Becker. He has 17 of their 32 first-half points. And you brought up when we were talking about this game last night, talking about who could lead in scoring. It was Blake. Blake Jacoby's technically leading this team just barely over Emmett Konechny. Then you got Charlie Moore's had big games. And you're right, we talked a little bit about Cy because Cy, efficiency-wise, is about as good as anybody on this team. You look at Cy Becker, he has the highest three-point percentage on this team this season. He shoots 48% from three-point range. He shoots 52% from the field. So tonight, Cy Becker just taking more shots, and he is above his field percentage average. But, I mean, what a game to have your best game of your high school career, Cy Becker, 17 at the state tournament.
Absolutely. He's 4 of 5 from three rebounds as well. Like, he's played well. He does have that one foul, but that's not. He's got a block. Like, it's solid. But then on the other side, you got to look at Taggart.
Yes.
I mean, that finish at the end of the half alone is highly really. And Jason Selesky was shooting down the floor for us. Getting highlights, he was right there. He almost got bumped by Taggart as he hit the floor. But he had 3 consecutive, I think 4 out of 5 possessions. He was hitting threes. Like, he was lights out in that one. And it limited a somewhat, not a bad half from Castern, but lower by his standards. He had 7 points, 6 boards, 3 offensive boards, which was big. But the big thing for them, they only have 2 turnovers for Solon Springs. Columbus with 5. Which is that's an extra 6 points potentially.
And uncharacteristic from Columbus as well, to say the least, I think, with those turnovers.
Absolutely. And I'm going to try and find some of the team stats here.
But as you mentioned with Dylan Taggart, you said 4. Yeah, I think it was 4 straight. Look at the box score here. He missed his first 2 threes, then hit 4 in a row. And then as you mentioned, that last shot at the end of the half was huge to make it a 4-point game. It would have been a 1-point game going into halftime. And that was maybe the toughest finish I've seen all season this year.
That was up there. That was a spectacular play. But going back to turnovers, points off turnovers is 8-4 for Solon Springs. So 4-point game plus 4 on the turnover, scoring off turnovers. Plus Columbus actually is winning the rebounding battle, 15-13. But offensive rebounds is +2 for the Eagles. Points in the paint's +4 for the Eagles. They've got 4 more assists, 1 more steal. His game's been tied twice. And you look at some like the shooting numbers, Columbus has a better shooting percentage. They're shooting 53% in the half. Solon Springs shot 48, which is still a very good number.
Yes, it was a great offensive first half. And I don't think bad defense. They're just two teams that know how to score the basketball.
Yeah. They know their personnel and they know their offenses.
Yes, and as you mentioned with turnovers, that was kind of the story in a few of the Columbus playoff games here. They won the turnover battle in most of their playoff games. I mean, most of their games throughout the season, Columbus has, if they get 5 turnovers in a total game, it's kind of a down game. They got 5 here in the first half, and now of course we're at the highest level of competition in the state now here at the state tournament. So it makes sense to turn it over a little bit more. But like you said, that's something to keep an eye on. 3 turnover differential might not sound like a lot, but when it's 5-2, it makes a difference. And when the score is a 4-point deficit, it definitely makes a difference. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back to preview the second half and get you started here with the second half of the Columbus Catholic Dons and Solon Springs Eagles 1-4 matchup here at the state tournament semifinal. Back after this from the Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin on Zaleski Sports.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Welcome back, everybody. For those of you wondering, asking about where's the video broadcast, we've got audio only here of this game. But what we recommend, I think the best way to do it is find your local station, whatever, to watch the video stream of it. But then tune into Mike and I for the audio and try to sync that up. And we'd be happy to provide that for you here. If you want to stick with your Zaleski Sports home team for the Columbus Dons, we'd be happy to. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. But here in this first half, it is 36-32 Solon Springs over Columbus. And Michael, turn it over to you. Keys for both teams here in this second half. It was kind of, both teams leading scorers. Dylan Taggart, 13 per game. He had a big first half, but Isaiah Kasser not as big of a first half as we're normally seeing for Columbus. Blake Jacoby, McKinnon, Charlie Moore, not as much scoring as we're usually seeing, but Cy Becker and Lucas Kreckler pick up the slack there. What are you looking to see here out of the second half? We'll start with Columbus. How can they get back and make up this 4-point deficit?
One, take care of the basketball. A couple of senseless turnovers. Charlie just had him go off his fingers out of bounds. He had a wide open layup that he couldn't get a shot off. A couple of passes were a little bit too far. Just all those things. And plus, then you got to start rebounding better again. Columbus has led the rebounding battle. But late in that half, we saw a couple possessions where they'd get second, third chances. Castern getting some of those offensive boards have started to turn their way toward late in that half. And then if you're Solon Springs, just keep doing what you're doing. You're playing well. Your depth guys are really stepping up. Corlette's got 8. Smith's got 4. Castor's doing his thing. And Taggart's having one of his best games of the season as well with 15. He's hit 4 threes. Had that crazy and 1, 3 assists. So really, it's Solon Springs, you're happy with where you are right now, and you're playing well. If you're Columbus, just a couple small tweaks. We'll see what defense the Dons come out in to start the second half. If they start with a 2-3, or if they go right back into man-to-man to start the half. Because they seem to be better with that 2-3. Because man-to-man, the help defense was a little late, and that was giving some of those open threes for Taggart.
Yeah, because I think when you double out of that man, you're going to leave one guy open. Eventually, you're going to be able to swing it to find that open three-point shooter, and you're right. In that first half, Solon Springs was able to, and mostly it was Dylan Taggart that they found. And I think if they do go to man-to-man in the second half, Columbus, you don't want to help off, like you said in the first half, don't want to help off Dylan Taggart. That's the one guy you don't want to help off of. But Solon Springs on defense here, Columbus Dons basketball. Solon Springs in their man-to-man. They've been in all game. Emmett Konechny left wing.
Switching sides, so Columbus goes left to right.
Yes, Columbus left to right. Thank you, Mike. The radio vet is helping me out with describing that. Yes, Charlie Moore tries the 3. He's fouled on the 3.
Yeah, he took a shoulder check that time from Abraham Alberg. He got flattened.
He did. Abraham Alberg made that foul count.
And he walks toward his coach like saying, "What are you doing?" Like, that was one of the hardest fouls on a three-point shot we've seen in a while.
Yes, and
that was, you see that type of hit in hockey, not basketball.
Charlie Moore to the Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. His first attempt is good off the front rim and back iron, but Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. Here's free throw number 2.
That was the first point for Charlie Moore in the game as well.
Yes, it was, and make it point number 2 as he toilet bowls one in.
Remember as well from our friends at Arts Body Shop, quality auto body and framework since 1952. If you have an accident, let MACCI's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop, South Central Avenue. That's right in Marshfield. 2 of 3, Castor on the board.
Yeah, Charlie Moore misses on the 3rd free throw that time. Back the other way for Solon Springs.
But back within 2 now. If you can get a stop here.
Dylan Taggart takes the screen from Castern. Taggart, the lob to Castern in traffic, somehow comes up with the ball and finishes.
That's just a good play by Castern.
That is just,
it looked like an alley-oop pass.
It was. And Emmett Konechny just dribbled the ball off his foot out of bounds. And that is turnover number 6 for Columbus. But as you mentioned with Castern, that is just being big, strong, and good body control and ball control for Castern.
And really good touch.
Dylan Taggart brings it up the other way. Again, Solon Springs operating from right to left. Now here's a corner 3, in and out, no good from Caden Corlett, and it's the Dons back the other way.
I think he's got a spot in the court he likes.
He does.
Every 3 he's taken has been from that corner.
Yeah, right that corner or wing area. Emmett Konechny. Blake Jacoby, his first 3 of the game, no good. Castern the rebound.
And rebound number 8 for Mr. Castern. 9 points, 8 boards.
Back the other way for the Eagles, right to left. Up top here, Dylan Taggart attacks the basket into the corner. Here's another 3, no good. That 3 no good from Owen Smith, and it's Columbus back the other way now.
Easy offense, drive and kick.
Charlie Moore over to Konechny. He takes the ball screen from Becker. Konechny attacks into the corner. Charlie Moore thought about the 3, attacks the basket. Tough shot. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Same guy last time as Alberg.
And that was another. It wasn't quite as hard as the last one, but I've got 3 fouls on Alberg. What do we got up on the scoreboard?
It's his 3rd, and they had him on the Jumbotron heading off, and he had an angry look on his face.
Abraham Alberg with 3 fouls. Charlie Moore to the Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line once more. And restoration, Surf Pro, like it never even happened.
As Alberg heads right to the bench, gets replaced by Tarver Selwood.
Yeah, and you're right, he is not happy on that bench.
Well, there's nothing you can say. Those were both pretty obvious fouls.
They were definitely fouls as Charlie Moore goes 2 for 2 from the line. It's 38-36 Solon Springs.
Ball rolls toward Jason Zaleski down the floor with his bright yellow sneakers.
Dylan Taggart hands off to Owen Smith. Back to Taggart right wing, and the Dons.
Man-to-man?
Well, it's a good question. No, I think.
No, it looks like it's in the zone.
It is a zone. I'm not sure.
It's man.
Yeah, I think they're just switching everything.
It's like a matchup zone almost.
Yeah, and that's stolen away. Charlie Moore with the steal. Now Charlie Moore with the 3 in transition is good. Columbus takes the lead. Charlie Moore with 7 points in the second half.
He almost did the look away again. He had the fist pump, as he let it go. right in front of Coach on the bench.
Here's a right wing three from Taggart, no good. Battle for the rebound. Castern's got it.
It was good positioning, and he's just bigger.
Castern out to Taggart, right wing. He attacks the basket, lost the ball, gets it back into the corner for three. It is no good. Battle for the board again. Charlie Moore's got it. That was Corlett, no good on the three. Columbus the other way. Charlie Moore with all 7 Columbus points in the second half. Blake Jacoby in the corner. Back to a pass. Recklow, the reverse finish.
What a pass from Jacoby. He went baseline to far block through traffic on the bounce.
That
Timeout,
was
Solon.
A great offensive possession. Jacoby, the backdoor pass to Krecklow. The Dons with a 41-38 lead. They've come out on a 9-2 run in the second half. We'll take a break. Back after this on Zaleski Sports. That's just Columbus's team.
You know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Solon Springs basketball. Into the high post. Castern. Taggart tries the right wing three. That's good. And again, they helped off, or somehow Taggart got open, and he nails the three and ties it up.
He's got a quick release, so he doesn't need to be open off a lot.
Dylan Taggart has hit 6 threes in this game. He's got over 20 points, 21 points to be exact. Blake Jacoby nearly lost the ball there.
Quick ratio 18, he's hit 5 threes. He had that 5 threes in the end one.
Charlie Moore. Yeah, you're right, 5 threes. And Emmett Konechny misses on a deep three that time.
Then Taggart just got his 5th rebound as well.
Back the other way for the Eagles. And another three for Corlett. No good. Airball that's short. And the ball saved, though. Castern the rebound, and he finishes, or was he out of bounds?
Corlett was on the base, or Selwood was on the baseline.
So out of bounds off Solon Springs. We got another timeout. And we'll take another quick 30-second break. We'll be back 41-41 after this on Zaleski Sports.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in
only
welding.
30% from 3 this year.
Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Fleet Farm. Pick up all your pet's favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof. From all the brands you trust, dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pet's everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. And Blues Hair Studio. Spring has sprung at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blues Hair Studio are ready to help you get the best look for spring. Book your appointment with Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield.
Also, thank you to our game day sponsors this Friday morning. Hawkins Ash, Traxler Transport, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rem's Funeral Home.
It's 41-41, and I think we are in for a great finish here between Solon Springs and Columbus Catholic.
We had some really tight ones yesterday. I mean, the Kiel Lakeside Lutheran game was a buzzer beater. Obviously, the game winner.
41-41 the score. Blake Jacoby swings it over to Cy Becker. Now the handoff to Emmett Konechny into the corner. Blake Jacoby, the corner three. It's blocked. That was blocked by Castern. Got out there on Blake Jacoby. And back the other way in transition. The 2-point shot's up and good. Tarver Selwood. Solon Springs with the lead.
Great leak-out pass.
And a great block by Castern to start it. Blocking Blake Jacoby's 3-point attempt. Lucas Krecklow in the corner. Now up top to Cy Becker. Becker back to Moore. Moore tries another three. No good off back iron. Back the other way for the Eagles. Taggart brings it up. Taggart swings it over to Smith. Smith up top to Castern. Isaiah Castern hands it back to his guard, Dylan Taggart. Now here's the left wing three. That one's going to be short from Smith, rebound for Columbus. Charlie Moore back the other way. Moore up top to Konechny. Konechny takes the ball screen from Kreklo. Konechny steps back. Back hands off for Becker now. Becker, the pull-up mid-range jumper. That's a tough shot, no good. Kreklo, the offensive rebound, though. Into the corner for Moore. Pump fakes it. Back out to Konechny. Konechny into the corner now for Charlie Moore. Blake Jacoby looking for it on the curl cut, but back up top to Becker. Swings it over to Konechny. Konechny up top. Jacoby had a good look if he wanted it, but back up top, Cy Becker for three, and Cy Becker with another three-point shot.
20 points for Cy Becker.
Cy Becker has hit 4 threes in this, or 5 threes in this game. I am about positive in saying that's the most threes he's hit in a game all season.
Yeah, you're gonna see him in the press conference after the game. I can feel pretty safe in that assumption.
Corlett up top. Here's in the left wing for Smith. Smith to the rim with the floater off the front of the rim and good. 1 point lead for Solon Springs. We continue to go back and forth. Cy Becker to the basket. Outside to Kreklo. Emmett Konechny deep. College range three is good. Emmett Konechny with 8 points tonight. And that one was without a doubt behind the college three-point line. Up top here, Smith attacks the basket into the short corner. Kasser comes up with it, and Kreklo tried to draw a charge. No call. Kasser in the offensive rebound and put back. Lucas Kreklo has tried to draw a couple of charges. There was no call both times. Again, we know Kreklo likes to try to draw those. 47-47. Konechny, the great spin. Outside Konechny. In the corner, Charlie Moore nails the three.
Right when he where he caught it, the entire bench stood up right behind him, and they knew it. And then they started air guitaring.
Charlie Moore has got 10 second-half points. He had 0 points in the first half. Mid-range jumper, tough floater from Taggart, no good.
The Tony Parker teardrop from the free throw line.
It really was. Charlie Moore thought about another three in transition. Off the dribble, thought about a three again. Back outside to Becker. Becker hands off to Emmett Konechny. Konechny tries the three. This time, no good.
He was kind of leaning left, and he missed left.
He was a bit. That one was a bit closer than his last one. Taggart, right wing.
Alberg will be a next whistle.
Taggart back with it, takes the screen from Castern. Taggart outside, Smith thought about the three, back outside, Taggart wide open for three, no good, but if you're Columbus as they get the rebound, that's one maybe you want to make sure you don't leave him wide open.
Well, they were going to. Jacoby blew a tire and just kind of slipped.
Charlie Moore in the corner to Blake Jacoby, Cy Becker with it now, back up top to Kreklo. Kreklo in the corner, Cy Becker thought about the three, goes baseline, the step through move, up and under move, Cy Becker for two. What a clean move from Cy Becker.
I didn't know he had that in his arsenal.
Oh, that is what we've seen this year from Cy Becker more than anything. I think those type of moves,
that step through.
Yeah, he's got the best post control I think out of anybody on this team. He's so good at just that post footwork, which is a lost art really in today's basketball. And Becker's got it. Here's a Smith three from the right wing, off front rim, off glass and good from Owen Smith on the three.
Almost stolen as well. Selwood was right there.
52-50 Columbus.
You look at this game, and they're doing this. Big Jacoby's only got 2 points.
Yeah, Blake hasn't had to be aggressive in this game. Cy Becker up top to Emmett Konechny. Back to Jacoby right wing. And again, he's been well defended, so credit to Solon Springs as Jacoby to the basket. Taggart really has done a nice job. He's been the matchup on Jacoby all game.
He's been very strong.
Kreklo up top to Becker now.
And Corlett a little bit quicker on those closeouts now.
Konechny to the basket. He's got a lane. Tough finish, no good.
He had to try and go around the big fella.
Yeah, he had to kind of double clutch it in midair and go with the right on the left side. No good. Taggart brings it up. Jacoby defending him. He refuses the screen. Good move. Kicks it outside, and a charge call on Taggart. Lucas Kreklo draws one. They call it on Dylan Taggart.
That counts as a turnover as well. I mean, that was one of those ones where Columbus has always been good at that.
Yes, all year, especially in sectionals, especially in these sectionals. As we got a timeout on the floor, we're going to take another quick break. It's 52-50, in for an instant classic here from the Kohl Center. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese, Sweet Chili Chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Columbus Catholic basketball, as the camera here at the Kohl Center had a close-up there on Cy Becker. He had 17 first-half points, and again, just kind of how the Dons play. None here in the second. Charlie Moore with 10. Emmett Konechny up top to Charlie Moore. 4-3, it's short. And a battle for the rebound here. Blake Jacoby poked it out of bounds. No, they're going to say stays with Columbus. I think
Selwood got it.
Yeah, Selwood knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, he just got a fingertip on it before Blake did. But yeah, Becker with a couple of nice moves in this half, but it's been.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, he does have 5 points. I misspoke.
Moore has been kind of the catalyst in the second half.
Yes. Cy Becker with 22 total points. He had 17 in the first half, 5 in the second half. Just misspoke. A little bit of a mishap there on the old brain side here on my part. Emmett Konechny left wing takes the ball screen from Cy Becker. Konechny up top to Charlie Moore. Moore with a good lane here, swings it out to Matt Konechny into the game for the first time in the second half. Charlie into the post now for Cy Becker, back out to Moore. Moore attacks, mid-range jump shot, short for Charlie Moore.
Casher with a double-double, 11 points, 13 rebounds now.
Back the other way here for Taggart.
For the man with the typical post player number.
50 up top. Here's the three. Owen Smith nails it. Owen Smith puts Solon Springs up back by 1.
53-52. 12 points now for Smith.
Emmett Konechny takes the ball screen from Cy Becker. Now into the corner for Matt Konechny. And it feels like the tension is rising as the clock winds down. Matt Konechny in the corner. Looking for Blake backdoor, but swings it over to Moore. Moore up top to Cy Becker. Becker with a lane to the basket. Into the corner now, Mack. Blake Jacoby, his first open look from outside, no good.
A little bit short. Good ball movement, good pass to get him.
Blake Jacoby's taken 3 threes in the second half, has not made one yet. Dylan Taggart brings it up. Steps outside of the right wing, now up top for Owen Smith. Owen Smith into the corner for Abraham Allberg. Now inside to Castern. Castern backing in. Tough shot up and good. Isaiah Castern taking advantage of that size. He has got 13 points, 6 in the second half.
Yeah, drops that shoulder just enough. Clears up a little bit of space and gets him get that big right arm up to do the little baby hook.
Emmett Konechny lost the ball there, but Cy Becker picks it up. Swings it over to Jacoby now.
As Allberg in the game draws Becker.
Jacoby attacks. The spin move into the corner for Becker. Becker looking to go baseline. A good drive and finish for Cy Becker with 24 points.
Timeout Dons.
Timeout Columbus. Let's quickly hear from our friends over from Sternweiss & Sons. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply today at the Wren Road Ready Mix location, Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. Back with the final 7 minutes of this ball game after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Brings with the lead over Columbus Catholic. The Grey Dog Axe Throwing. The Grey Dog Axe Throwing is now open in Marshfield. It's fun for all ages, 8 and older, so bring the whole family. Join a league or plan a party. Book your awesome experience today. Visit thegreydogaxe.com or find them on Facebook for more information. And Mike, it's 55-54 your score here. We talked about turnovers, the key. Columbus with just 1 turnover here in the second half. Same for Solon Springs. Final 7 minutes, what are your thoughts?
Buckle up. This is going to be fun. Both these teams obviously deserving to be here. They are showing how good they are in this one, especially guys like Dylan Taggart, who Solon Springs, I mean, they're way up north. They're not always the most easy to find team if you're looking for video and highlights and all that kind of stuff, but man, they are fun to watch, and they are a well-coached, well-balanced team. Same with the Columbus Catholic Dons.
Buckle up. That's the message. Buckle up, drop the mic. Taggart with the ball here. It's Solon Springs ball. We're going to be in for a good final 7 minutes. Into the post here, Castern, the good strong move, counted and one for Isaiah Castern. He's got 8 points in the second half, hasn't missed a shot this half.
None, and that's just a veteran player doing what he's done all year long. Again, over 750 points just this season alone.
Cy Becker picks up his second personal. Castern to the line for one, knocks it down. 4-point lead here for Solon Springs.
And still a lot of basketball left to be played, a lot of time left. And
yes, there is. Blake Jacoby brings it up here for the Dons. Swings it over to Emmett Konechny, right wing. Emmett with it, attacks the basket, swings it over to Charlie Moore now. Charlie Moore back into the corner, far corner for Konechny, into the post now. Cy Becker lost the ball. Matt Konechny picks it up, though.
Yeah, did a little bit of a hook, hooked his defender, and then his offhand lost the ball.
Becker, the crossover, lost it out of bounds again, but had it poked out of bounds this time. And I think poking his hand in there was Abraham Alberg. It was. Poking that one out of bounds. Columbus ball. Blake Jacoby will inbound here. Jacoby gets it in. Emmett Konechny going baseline. Picks up his dribble. He's got to find somebody.
He's kind of trapped, yeah.
Yeah, finds his brother Mac up top. Mac dribbles back up to the top of the key. Now into the corner. Charlie Moore has got a right wing three, and he nails it.
That play was the same spot on the floor, same type of play, that little kind of windshield wiper screen that we saw that Mineral Point won their game last night. That was the exact same spot, exact same play.
Yes, Mineral Point won their game on that on a right wing.
A 7-point comeback in 20 seconds.
Yes.
What a game.
Charlie Moore with 13 points in this second half, 13 points total for the game. He's got 3 threes in the second half. In the corner, Owen Smith. Into the post now, Kastner. Back up top to Alberg. Alberg, the spin move, tough finish up and no good. Emmett Konechny with the defense on Abraham Alberg. Columbus the other way with a chance to take the lead with a score. Swings over to Charlie Moore right at the state basketball logo. Gets it into Cy Becker. Lost it for a moment and kicks it out to Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore attacks into the corner. Matt Konechny in the corner for the lead. It's good. Matt Konechny for three has got 5.
No better time for your first or your second field goal make
of
the night there.
Mac actually had a few big corner threes in that sectional final against Castern as well, and a quick turnover for Solon Springs.
Pass went right through the wickets. Castern, I'd say probably 99 times out of 100 catches that clean. Just went right off that left ankle.
Columbus the other way, up by 2. Cy Becker on the handoff to the basket. A foul on the floor, no shot. So it'll be Columbus on the inbound.
And the 4th on Alberg.
Abraham Alberg picks up his 4th.
So Corlett will take his spot. Both teams have gone 6 deep.
Yep. I kind of thought that was going to be the case. Columbus, they've gone 7 or 8 some games, but a game like this tight, they're going to go 6.
And we're going to see
Konechny, corner 3, nails it.
Money. I was going to say we're going to see 6 as well in our next game with Home and Bancroft.
Emmett Konechny from downtown. He's got 11 points. A huge shot puts him up by 5. But Kastner with a dunk, missed the dunk, gets the rebound, and the putback counted and one for Isaiah Castern.
That was impressive.
What a sequence that was. For highlight reel purposes, you want to get the dunk, but for point purposes, better off for Solon Springs with the and one.
And he gets the 3rd foul on Becker.
Yes, 3rd on Cy Becker. Cy will check out as Lucas Kreklau comes in. Now, Becker, I'm sure, won't be out for long. He'll probably come back in for Mac in a bit.
And that was almost a poster dunk that turned into an and-one layup.
Don't see that very often. Kastner gets the free throw to go, converts the and one.
And now up to 19 points to go along with 14 rebounds.
It's been a game for Kastner, especially in the second half, 63-61. Back to Charlie Moore, left wing. Charlie Moore attacks, up top to Kreklau. Kreklau to Emmett Konechny, right wing. Takes the ball screen. Emmett swings it over to Charlie Moore, right wing. Pretty well defended possession here by Solon Springs. Matt Konechny to the basket, and did he get called? What do we got here? A foul?
Solon Springs fouls number 50.
Foul on Castern.
Off the ball.
Off the ball foul on Isaiah Castern.
A little bit of a hold, it looks like.
So Castern picks up his 1st.
And again, you look at his numbers, he's got 19 points, 14 rebounds. He's above his rebounding average. He's still 10 points below his scoring average.
Emmett Konechny in the corner. Gets it right wing for Charlie Moore. Again, the Dons on the far right side of the court here, working offensively. Emmett Konechny, left wing, tries the catch and shoot three, and it's good. Emmett Konechny with a couple of big threes late for the Dons.
You could see the spin of the basketball from where we're on the second level calling this one. You could see the spin of the basketball that you could tell is probably going to be good off his hand.
And Solon springs with the ball now. Emmett, one of those guys that whether he's open or not, he's just, if he has it in his mind he's going to shoot, he's going to shoot.
Oh my goodness, what a finish from Taggart.
Dylan Taggart, another absolutely stupendous finish. And Matt Konechny now gets behind the defense here as Solon Springs puts on a bit of full court pressure. Matt Konechny thought about the three, attacks the basket, floater, up and good from the sophomore Matt Konechny. 7 points for Mac here in this one at the state tournament.
68-63, 5-point lead for the Dons.
Taggart rejects the screen, attacks the basket, layup up and good. What a move, Dylan Taggart.
He might be the best, one of the best point guards we're going to see all weekend.
He has been fantastic. I mean, just the way that he manipulates those ball screens is really something to behold.
Also his handle. He has that ball on a string. It is beautiful to watch. He is so good.
Driving baseline here. Looking for someone to get it to, finds Kreklow left wing. Now he hands off for Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore takes the screen. Charlie Moore up top to Blake Jacoby, into the corner now, Matt Konechny. Mack up top to Kreklow. The Don's going to swing it here. Charlie Moore left wing. Moore up top to Matt Konechny. Konechny now to Kreklow up top. Kreklow. Dons. No worries, not being in any rush here. The clock is on their side with 2 minutes to go, up by 3.
It is, but still just a one-possession game. You don't want to stall too much.
Yes, because you a lot of times you can turn it over in that case, and you still want to try to score.
All you got to do is look at last night.
Yes.
Look at that Aquinas game. They were up by 7 with 20 seconds left and ended up losing.
Jacoby may have had Matt Konechny on the back door there, but elects to swing it instead. 1:50 left. Emmett Konechny defended up top here, swings it out. Blake Jacoby at the state logo near side. Screen from Kreklow. Jacoby back to Kreklow outside. He's going to hand off for Charlie Moore now. Charlie Moore.
Eagles starting to switch to try and get maybe a jump trap.
And we've got the boring chant from the Eagles student section. Emmett Konechny attacks, and I believe he was fouled.
It was a foul.
Yes.
And that was their last foul to give. It'll be the next one.
They called that on Owen Smith, first personal.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor. We will take a break. 68-65, Columbus Catholic. A nail biter here as it's 68-65, 1:30 on the clock. We'll take a break live from the Kohl Center after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence, apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
Express Employment. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. And get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. And a reminder to stay tuned for your Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up next. At the conclusion of this game will be your Nasonville Dairy postgame show, Nasonville Dairy, with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. Mike, 1.5 minutes left. Maybe free throws coming up for Columbus, so they got to take care of the ball, but 68-65.
Get this inbound. You have to get this inbound. It's going to be an immediate trap if you do get it in. You got to have a well-designed play here.
And Charlie Moore will inbound it. Gets it into Emmett Konechny. Konechny right wing. Up top to Blake Jacoby. Blake refuses the screen. Attacks. Takes it back out. And can see the Eagles trying to have creative ways of getting other guys to try to poke it loose.
And they're trying to push him back toward half court as well, because then you have another advantage of the maybe over and back type.
Yes. Emmett Konechny attacks into the corner for Kreklow. The Dons have had this ball for probably 1.5 minutes now. Maybe 2 full minutes now as Blake Jacoby is going to be fouled.
And that was all on Blake. He leaned in to draw that one. I don't think Smith was trying to foul him.
Yeah, Smith picks up his second. Now Blake Jacoby, can't wait. I don't want to hear any jinx. I don't want to hear about that. But again, in the sectional semifinal, Blake Jacoby finished out with 10 free throws to take this Dons team past Royal. He goes to the line for 1-and-1 here. Nails it.
No problem.
I'm not a jinx guy, Mike. I'm not.
Well, the one thing that helps Jacoby is he's been on this floor before.
Yes.
He was in the 3-point shootout last year.
He was, and he did an excellent job in that 3-point contest.
Then again, in that game, no one was going to beat
Two for two.
no one was going to beat Con Knipple in that shootout last year.
Blake Jacoby goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He makes it a 5-point game. Huge free throws from Blake Jacoby again. He was maybe the reason at the end of that game the Dons got out of Royal with a win. Nice pass, shot, an air ball there, and a mid-range shot from Tarver Sell. What a battle for the ball. Solon Springs nearly comes up with it, and a whistle and
timeout taken.
Columbus comes up with a timeout. We will keep it here. It is 70-65. Columbus Catholic Dons leading Solon Springs Eagles. And now we know better, Mike, from watching last night Mineral Point and Aquinas, than to say the Dons are going to come out with a win here with 50 seconds. If for those of you that don't know, we'll give you some background last night. Mineral Point, Aquinas, the 2 and 3 seed matchup for Division 4. Mineral Point, Aquinas was up by 7 points with 22 seconds remaining, and they proceeded to miss.
They blew a layup.
Yes, when it was that score, they proceeded to miss a layup. Then Mineral Point came down, nailed a 3. Then Mineral Point got a steal and the putback.
Yeah, it was a 3, timeout, steal on the inbound, and putback, timeout.
5 second
and then Aquinas, who could run the baseline, and they had a timeout. That was the other thing. The Blue Golds had a timeout that they could have used. They didn't. They get the 5-second call. Then they took that timeout.
Yes. And then a 3.
And then a 3 by Landon Thousand, who nailed the 3. And then because Aquinas had used that timeout, they couldn't, and then they had to try and get it down the floor and didn't have a chance.
In short, this game is not over.
Yes.
Blake Jacoby with the ball.
Final 45 seconds, though.
Full court pressure. Charlie Moore gets it across half court, and between the double team finds Blake Jacoby. Blake Jacoby is fouled. And again, this is the guy you want at the line if you're Columbus.
Yep, he kind of let the pass go a little bit quick. It seemed like.
Yeah.
But he's the guy you want. Taggart will get his third.
He's got 4 points tonight. 2 points from the field in the first half, 2 from the line here in the second. 1-1 coming up. First free throw is good from Blake Jacoby.
Now you get the bucket here. You're starting to feel a little bit better.
You're feeling better.
Now you just got to make sure you have someone right in the face of Taggart, because he's their 3-point man.
Blake Jacoby 2 for 2 from the line. And Solon Springs has got to hurry here. You got to think you're going to try to get, like you said, Dylan Taggart, but Charlie Moore commits a foul.
That's a smart play.
It is.
That's only their third foul.
You
can foul 3 more times, and just each one will take a few seconds off the clock, up by 7.
Absolutely.
And Solon Springs will take a timeout. We'll keep things here.
We'll keep it here at 72-65. Again, it was a 7-point game last night. Mineral Point Aquinas, not over yet, and there was less time on the clock. But Columbus has been so good at closing games in this postseason, and you got to feel good for, I think, Blake Jacoby. Maybe he'll get more free throws or not, but in a game where he didn't need to come out and score. He didn't need to put up a lot of shots. He doesn't have the points he's used to. The leading scorer for the Dons this year.
No, he does have 5 assists. He's got 5 assists.
5 assists, but to come out and hit those 4 big free throws, that's big from Jacoby.
Of course, with this game, don't forget as well later this afternoon, especially with how the result looks right now.
Yes.
Well, look for highlights coming up on our Facebook pages as the TV feed shows the eagle for Solon Springs looking kind of sad.
Yeah, kind of sad.
It makes me feel bad and we talked about this last night as well. How it's kind of the worst and best part of these games is the Jim McKay said it best decades ago in the wide world of sports. It's the thrill of victory. It's the agony of defeat for players like potentially Castern, Taggart, Owen Smith, Corlett, Allberg, Selwood. All 6 of the guys we've seen for the Eagles are seniors.
And we have talked about that a lot with these clubs. Well, I think you probably have on your broadcast as well at these games. Again, it's the best feeling in the world for the team that wins.
It's the worst.
In the moment, it's the worst feeling in the world for these teams. Now, luckily, we're at a point in this season where no matter if you win or lose at this point, it's an excellent season.
Correct.
In the corner, Castern tries the 3, no good. Blake Jacoby the rebound, and now the Dons are starting to feel it if they can take care of the ball here. Up ahead to Cy Becker, nearly goes out of bounds with it. Charlie Moore gets the ball, and he's fouled. And now the Dons, they can smell it.
Absolutely.
They can feel the state championship
and they're going
tomorrow.
toward their students and toward the Almond students. Like as he hits them here to 1-1.
Charlie Moore with 1-1 free throws. If he can hit these, or at least hit one. Here it is, Charlie Moore with 1-1.
Got it.
Knocks it down. And they can feel it now. The Don student section, they can feel
and
a
don't
trip to the state championship
in a game like
tomorrow.
this. Don't let the final score fool you.
Oh, no.
This game was awesome.
Close. This was an awesome game.
Solon Springs, we knew they were good. We didn't know for sure because of their location. And
They are an excellent basketball
they
team.
are spectacular.
Taggart right wing.
He's
and
fouled.
Foul, yeah.
But
Charlie
that
Moore.
took another 5-6 seconds off the clock.
Yep, 21 and a half seconds on the
Like
clock.
that's I'm telling you, that's a design play by Coach Konechny.
Yes.
You're telling him
Oh, yeah.
when they get up the floor, foul them. You have 2 more to give.
Yes.
You could foul them again.
Owen Smith to inbound. Castor in an open top of the key 3. No good off glass. And I don't know if Solon's going to foul
They're gonna
here.
trap.
They're going to foul Blake Jacoby.
Yep.
And I think this one's going to be
That's
over,
it.
Mike.
This will do it.
The Columbus Catholic Dons are going to head to the state championship
it's-
for the first time since 2019.
He got 2 free throws, no bonus. All he's got to do is hit one.
Yes. And the Dons, they'll have a chance to play for their first state championship in the WIAA in school history tomorrow.
For the first championship. They've been in this spot before, but they didn't get the win.
They've been in the spot.
As here we go. Both teams emptying.
Both teams empty the benches, but again, the Dons, they'll have a chance to play for their first state championship in the history of the WIAA. They got a couple in the WISA. Timeout on the floor.
As
here.
we do this, I want to give a shout out again to the seniors of the Solon Springs Eagles. Dylan Taggart, what a game he had today. Owen Smith, Caden Corlett, Abraham Allberg, Brant Larson, who is in the game, I think now, Tarver Selwood, and, Jonah Smith, and Isaiah Castern as Jacoby hits the free throw. But, man, that senior class for the Eagles, one of the greatest classes that school has ever seen. Just absolutely beautiful as Jacoby hits the free throw and heads off, replaced by a teammate in spring sports as well, and Nathan Nemitz.
Yes. Blake Jacoby goes 2 for 2, and like you said, congratulations to Solon Springs on a fantastic year.
27-3 is absolutely phenomenal.
But the Columbus Catholic Dons are heading, well, we got another foul.
And so now a senior going to the line, Nate Nemitz.
Nathan Nemitz heading to the line. And again, they've got
curly red hair.
They've got it on the big screen here. Columbus elated, they're happy. Coach Konechny giving all his teammates handshakes, and then you do see the Solon Springs, you see the emotion.
It's dejected.
These players care so much. You love to. It's a terrible feeling, but you'll be able to look back someday and say, man, we were on a state tournament team, the first one in school history.
Correct.
I mean, that's something to say for yourself. Where the first team in school history to make the state tournament is something else. As Nathan Nemitz knocks down both free throws, and the Columbus Catholic Dons are heading to the Division V state championship for the first time in 5 years. These Columbus Dons are going to have a chance to play for their first WIAA state championship in school history. They get the win 78-65 over the Solon Springs Eagles. Coming up next is your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. We're going to take a quick break here from our friends at Nasonville, and Mike Wendland will be here to break down this game and preview that Almond Bancroft game coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Broadcasting live from the Kohl Center. Glad to be with you guys. It's your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Mike Wellen here to wrap things up as Cal Jacoby goes down to the press conference. We'll have the word comments from Coach Konechny, as well as it looks like Cy Becker and Emmett Konechny with our highlight package that will be coming out later on this afternoon on our Facebook pages. Look at the numbers in this game. Again, 78-65, the final score. Leading all scorers, 24 points, was Cy Becker. 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 of 6 from 3. Emmett Konechny at 14 points. Charlie Moore at 15, all in the second half. Isaiah Castern, 19 points, 14 rebounds in his final game, wearing the maroon and white of Solon Springs. Dylan Taggart, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists in his final game for the Eagles. They will end 27-3. The Dons to 28-2, and they will play tomorrow morning at 11:05 against the winner of our next game, which we will also have live here on Zaleski Sports, audio only. It is the Almond Bancroft Eagles, the 2 seed, the Abundant Life Challengers, the 3 seed. That'll be coming up in just a little bit, and that's coming up next. About 15 minutes or 12 minutes or so, it'll be the tip time pretty quickly. So we're going to say so long for now. Again, stay tuned tomorrow morning. It'll be the Columbus Catholic Dons going head-to-head with the winner of this game. The winner was bringing a gold ball back to their school and a Division V state championship. So until just a couple of minutes from now, this is Mike Wellen. Stay tuned. Coach Kobe will be joining me for that game as well. Almond Bancroft and Abundant Life is next. Your final score on this one, again, Columbus Catholic 78, Solon Springs 65. The Dons will play for the championship tomorrow morning. We'll talk to you soon on Zaleski Sports.